Welcome in, everybody. This is your guy, Jabril Rashad, the real deal Jabril, and we're here on another episode of the replay where we try to make your day. And I got my guy with me, Daryl Alexander the Great. Tim is out today, but we're going to go ahead and get this thing started, get it handled, do what we do. But before we do any of that, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, share, and notification button for us. Okay, guys, we're still trying to grow the channel, but welcome in. We're going to talk about the tonight's game. We got the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder once again. We're trying to go up 3-1. So we're going to talk about that amongst other things. But welcome in, DA, my brother. How you doing this evening?
What's up? What's up, America? What's going on, Jabril?
Well, we back, man. Another Monday. We're live. You know, we back on the scene here, man. We had a lot going on. I want to, big shout out. I'm going to do my shout out early with this to all the mothers that had a great Mother's Day on yesterday. We want to shout y'all out. Hope you all had a real good day with your children if you're a mother. For those of y'all who don't have your mothers, I know, DA, you lost your mom some time ago, man. So my heart and condolences go out to you guys. And again, for all y'all who don't have your mothers, man, my heart go out to you. I still have mine, thank God Almighty, but I always think about those who don't have theirs. So yeah, we want to send this, dedicate this episode here to those individuals. So DA, let's talk about it, man. I want to go with these Dallas Mavericks. It was a heck of a game on Saturday, man. They came back, did their thing, and we want to talk about it, get into that. We had a lot of stars at the game. You saw Patrick Mahomes, amongst others, stars, celebrities that was at the game, and Kyrie, doing what Kyrie do, man. So what was your take on it?
I'm always thinking Kyrie defers too much. You always hear me say that, and I think a lot of these games wouldn't be as close if he would. You see how he goes in the spurts and takes over.
Mm-hmm.
If he would just say, I mean, I don't mean just expend all your energy in the first half, but I just mean, I know he likes to get everybody involved, but if he were to just go out there and just say, I'm balling out today, a lot of these games wouldn't be close because they play so much smoother and they connect so much better. They flow much better when he just forgets about Luka and just plays. So, but yeah, I think the game tonight, I think it'll be a tougher game, but I think they'll end up pulling it out. But OKC is going to win one of these next two games, because I just said it was going 7, so they got 2, right?
Yeah, he got 2. But hold on just a second, D. I think we got some. I'm surprised. I didn't know if we were going to get a chance to see my brother this evening, man, because he was on the move. So let me bring Axon Jackson to the stage. Axon Jackson from Nebraska. He's joining us.
Man.
We just getting it started, my brother. We're talking about these Dallas Mavs and the great victory that they had on Saturday. So I was just about to come behind DA. Oh, I see it represent. Hey, DJ, I'm telling you the same thing, man. It's starting to shape up like 2011. We got a lot of non-believers out there, but this is starting to shape up, man, like 2011. I'm telling you, man. It's right here.
A lot of people don't want to be disappointed. That's what it is. They're just scared. They're scared they're going to get disappointed. So they don't want to believe. I ain't drinking no Kool-Aid. They may throw some salt in there or something. They're scared. You know what I'm saying? No reason to be scared. That's okay.
I think the Mavs can win it, but they just got one problem.
Luka's hurt.
I know. Wait. Don't you say bouncing boy.
Bouncy boy is the problem.
Come on,
Bouncy boy. I'm gonna tell you something about Bouncy boy. I know you said it a lot. Bouncy boy got gravitas. If you understand gravitas, people collapse to him. Now I'm gonna tell you the difference between him and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. They don't do the gravitas on him. They put one man on him and let him drive and do what he wants to. Only time he gets double teamed when he get into the paint, but that's anybody once they get into the paint. They don't put 2 men out on unless they want to take the ball. And if they go to him with 2 guys, he passes the ball automatically. So he don't get the gravitas because they move the ball real quick.
Right.
Gravitas is only a few players to get people to get to double team them and try to keep the ball at their hand. And they got 2 of them on their team. Kyrie and when they really want to, but I'll say this about Luka, they're always trying to double team him. Always.
I wouldn't double team that joke.
But
I
they
wouldn't
do
double
it
team that
because
fat
he scores
joke.
so easily.
See, that sounds
The reason
good.
why, because he scores so easily. That's why.
I wouldn't
There's
double
not a
team
single
that
person
fat
who's single
joke for
coverage.
nothing in the world.
That
They don't
sounds
single
good.
coverage when he don't score.
Oh, wait, TJ, wait a minute. Let me correct
Go
DA
ahead.
right quick because he said he
Go.
wouldn't double team that fat joke in the world. Well, you know what? You're gonna be a 1-year coach. If you're gonna be like what was it, Agent Griffin? I think his brother Agent Griffin coaching Milwaukee Bucks before Doc Rivers came in. That's gonna be DA, not doubling
Luka.
Luka, man.
Ain't no way I double that fat dude. I just let him bounce the air out the ball and let the rest of the team just get stagnant. And I showed y'all what people are saying, like they can't flow. It's like, okay, he out of the game, we can ball now. Y'all would be
No, all the teammates said that wasn't true. See, there was outside people who actually, just like you, who think like you, say those type of things. And one of them was Tim Hardaway Sr.
Right. Right.
Let me say this real quick.
Because he wanted his son to get.
Too, by the way.
Let me say this real quick. They put up stats on some of the top scorers in playoff history, and Luka's up there, right? But they say he's got one of the worst plus minus averages. Like when he's out, the team doesn't. You know what I'm saying? When he's like, if a superstar goes out, that plus minus changes.
That's only for this season. That wouldn't be for any other season because that's not true for any other season
in the league. That means you shoot too much.
That's not true for any other season. You do your stats again. Look previous season. This season he's been hurt. I give it to you, but it's this season, this particular playoff, he actually going because he's been hurt and Kyrie been taking over so well. Kyrie does a great job with the team. You cannot take that away. Kyrie is a great player. So let's not make it a versus thing because they're on the same team. That's what people who against the team do. They fight about two guys on the same team who actually love to play with each other. I don't fight on that. And this is the other part. Kyrie runs the team better than Luka does. I agree with you, but that's not my point. Luka has gravitas, which makes it easy for guys to rest so they can turn it on when they need to. That means a lot. Everybody can't go full goal for 48 minutes. Some people got to take it on and take the pressure and the brunt of the heat for a little while. That makes it easy for all the other guys, for the role player to actually do their part. They don't have to do it for 48 minutes. They don't have to do it for a section amount of time and turn it on real hard and fierce. That's what they're doing. That's what makes them special.
Okay, but let me chime in real quick because some of what Tim is talking about, I think it's a matter of chemistry and then both of them having really high basketball IQs, meaning Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. They play off each other so well to the fact that what I started to see with Kyrie, as we already know, he can go out and get 30, 40, 50 if he chooses. But he said being a student of the game, looking at the history of the game, he recognizes he has to play defense because defense is really what's going to win you this championship. He understands that now. If he allow Luka to kind of facilitate and kind of do what he do, he know he can still go get his in the fourth quarter. Right now, I don't know, and I understand what you're saying to an extent too, DA, because they talk about Luka Doncic's ball usage. They said they played the best game. I think in the third game was the best game because he had less ball usage. So if he's not dribbling the air out the ball, like you like to say, they moving the ball around, sort of like the way the Golden State Warriors did years ago, they may have the facilitation may be a lot better, but I don't know. I don't know if we can play that style of brand of basketball consistently for 4 quarters because you can possibly take him out of his rhythm.
Two reasons why you can't. The reason when they can do it is when Oklahoma City or anybody else is missing shots. They move the ball fast. So if they're missing their threes and we get the rebound, we move the ball quick. That's one thing they're supposed to do. When they slow it down, that's when they're working against themselves. So they need to move the ball always quick whenever they get a rebound and they don't make the shot. So they do that. Kyrie can move it even if you make the shot. That's Kyrie by himself. So we're talking about the whole team, not just one guy. But when they miss a shot, they drive the ball really fast and they kill people if you miss the shot. That's one thing special about Dallas. If you miss the shot, they're gonna take advantage of it. And that's the great thing about it. They can rebound it and then they drive it real quick, or they steal the ball and so. And Luka plays the passing lanes very, very well. He's really sharp on that. And then Kyrie got really quick hands. Man, he picked people pockets. So they've been playing great defense. That's what made them special this season, this playoff season, is because they play a really good defense.
Well, I certainly think DA, you know, his style and brand of basketball, you know, he was a little flashy, man, growing up. You know, he liked to go behind his head, and you know,
I like his style.
I mean, I get it, DA.
I know he ain't talking. Where my finger going?
I prefer
the style you talking about, by the way. I just want you to know that. I prefer that style. I just know what they're trying to do, though. I know the players they have.
I understand in terms of concept of how they style. But I played with this joke in the backyard many of days, and I saw many behind the backs, over the head.
Where you think I got it from?
I understand you like the flash.
Who's the oldest out of me and you?
I know what he like. I know what he like.
All I hear is Flash United.
He didn't get it from me. I got it from him.
I respect it on all levels. I certainly respect it, but DA, I understand. And Kyrie,
hey man, y'all know, man. I just don't like Luka. You know, I'm always look for.
I know you do.
I just don't like him, so I'm always take a shot at him.
But you know what though? The same way he feel about Luka, I feel a little bit about Jalen Brunson. He's effective. I take nothing. He's a winner. He's won on every level he's ever been. I mean, from Villanova to high school, I get all that. I just don't like his style of basketball. I just don't like his style of basketball. Put you on the hip, and I just don't like it. I don't like his style, man. Kyrie is my dude. Yeah. Kyrie me and him can look here, man. We can go out and hoop any day, man.
There's two dudes I don't never want to see, and I could go the rest of my life without seeing play basketball. That's James Harden and Luka. I swear, when they get the basketball, my stomach hurts.
James Harden, he do, yeah, man, yeah, definitely. James Harden is
But that's a total difference between them two. James Harden do this all the time.
Yeah, he do.
Oh, he's looking for. You know, Kyrie told him that the last game too, he was flopping.
But if Luka just stop whining and ball, that joker get 50, even hurt. He can get 40 if he just stop whining and play.
Think about this, DA. He's whining less in this playoff than he ever has.
And it still got my stomach hurting. Woo.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest, man. I had never really liked too many left-handed balls. It just I don't know. It's on a. If I think it come to mind, man, I don't know. I just never really been a left-handed guy anyway, man. Like I don't know.
They hard to stop, man. It's because you so used to guarding right-handed players. When that left-handed players, when you out there subconsciously, you don't.
I tell you what, I tell you what, growing up, the first guy. I mean, honestly, the first guy I just remember would be Pee Wee Darrell. Yeah. You know, Darrell was one of those guys. I mean, he was. Before there was a Kenny Anderson. I like Kenny Anderson later on when he went to Georgia Tech and all that stuff. He was one I would say a left-handed guard that was smooth with it. But before him, it was really Pee Wee, man. Yeah, I thought Darrell Williams, man, was one of the smooth left-handed guards. Yeah, man.
You know, Rick is left-handed too, right? You know, Robinson's left-handed too, right?
Yeah, Rick also. It wasn't Grace too.
Yeah, but I grew up playing with Rick, so
yeah, with both Rickies. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Grace was a. I mean, you talking about
hard to stop, man.
From end to end, facilitator, get everybody involved. But I'm gonna tell you, man, if Darrell would have been probably maybe about their height, 6'2", and had a little bit more, had that aggression. Say, man, he would have been before. I think Yeah, man, they was over there talking about my guy Terrence, but I was like, say, man, that was only because I think he relegated himself. I said I would have never allowed that to happen on my watch. Nah, man, we're gonna ball out. We're gonna ball out till we fall out. So you know that's just what it is. But again, we're talking about left-handed basketball players. Kenny Anderson from the point guard, the PG position, is one that really comes to mind. The Stacey Augmans, the Red Nim, I can't think of Red from Milwaukee first name right now. Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton not. He's not left-handed.
And Tayshaun Prince.
I mean, you got a lot of nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking. I'm just saying. I just never would have been. But Jalen Brunson to me, it's just his game. I feel about Jalen Brunson the way Darrell feel about Luke. I'll put it like that. I just got to put it like that, man. I just got to put it like that. But guys, it's coming up on this next segment real quick, man. We got to talk about these Denver Nuggets, man. The Denver Nuggets go inside of Minnesota and quiet the Wolves 115-107 to even that series at 2-2. They had them last week on deathbed. And what's amazing to me is simply this. how everybody narrative changed after they won the third game, excuse me, and then come back and win the other one. DA, I'm gonna come to you, man, because tell me what was your feeling after Minnesota had gone to Denver and went up 2-0 and stole those 2 games on their home floor?
I thought they would be out of the tournament, the playoffs in 4. I thought that Denver would take one in Minnesota, but I didn't think I thought they would come out real strong that game 3, because Jokic's getting his MVP and just being down 2 games, like you're a champion, you got to play your best that next game. I knew they were gonna give Minnesota everything they had. I didn't think they were gonna win game 4, because when I saw Anthony Edwards come out and ball, because game 3 it's like he was another person, like he was drugged up or something. But when he said I didn't come with the heat, I will next game, I thought they would probably beat Denver in game 4.
Well, you know something, let me chime in on this right quick, because I think when we look at it, if you compare Anthony Edwards to the Minnesota Timberwolves, even though he have Karl Anthony Towns, and you compare the Minnesota Timberwolves to the OKC, to me, Shai Gilgeous can't play anymore better than what he's playing, because he's still getting 30. So if he has a subpar game, I don't think there's anybody else, man, that can elevate their game to help OKC. Now, when you look at Minnesota, you can say the same thing. If Anthony Edwards not going off and bothering people the way he did when they played in Denver, because he went and got 40, but is that the best recipe for success? Because the thing I love about the Dallas Mavericks, I'm going to say this. We have the 2 best closers in the league. And the difference between our closers and everybody else closers, they both play the guard position. Whereas you got to go and give Chet Holmgren the ball. You got to go and find Karl Anthony Towns and give him the ball. You even got to go, even Joker, and give him the ball. We got 2 dudes that can actually bring the ball up, facilitate, and go get their own shot. That's one of the reasons why I say people are sleeping on the Dallas Mavericks. And if the Dallas Mavericks focus in, really lock in, they're going to be in the NBA Finals, man. They're going to be I don't see any other team really challenging them except Boston. They can win it this year.
Except for who? Boston?
Boston Celtics. If they come
out, I wouldn't trust Boston to bring me back a pack of chewing gum from Walmart.
Yeah, since Porzingis is gone.
Well, what they're saying is Porzingis come back though, Tim.
But you just never know what team's gonna show up. They get blown out at home, having you scratching your head like, how y'all, how you keep getting blown out at home and then making these series go 7 games.
I'm gonna keep doing it till y'all let me talk, but I'm gonna keep doing it. So
go ahead.
Where are those pundits? Where are all those pundits when they was you alluded to it earlier, both of you, when everything came and started, when Dallas lost the first game, they said Dallas was over. They said Dallas was over. It was Oklahoma City Thunder. They put them for dead. They said Oklahoma City Thunder.
Wait, hold on, Tim, because I think it was DA that said they talked about what was you saying about Maxi Kleber? They were talking about the Dallas Mavericks' chances of winning a championship. I said, what? Excuse me, come on, man. Are y'all kidding me? We're not a white guy. I just got to go there, man. It's just like Don Haskins said back in 1966. When in the history of sports where 5 brothers couldn't be 5 white boys in the history of the game? So you telling me Max Kleber is the reason why the Dallas Mavericks wouldn't further advance? Are you kidding me? Go ahead, Tim. Finish what you're talking about, man.
They allowed with PJ, they allowed PJ Washington to have more time to do his thing because that's who his backup was. Kleber played best as his backup. Now they took away from the defense a little bit, but they didn't take away from the team. That's a whole nother subject. So check this out. So all the pundits think, the Stephen A's or the whatever names you can give them, they counted Dallas for dead. They counted Denver for dead as well too. They already said Oklahoma City, Minnesota, and was counting which one of them was going to win to go to the championship already. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. That was one game because they felt so bad. But the second game, after Denver lost their second game, they totally counted Denver out, which is what we're driving to right now. They said Denver, they put him for dead.
Break out the black suit.
I'm like, we've been watching too much basketball to count people for dead. You don't.
Especially
I'm
that
gonna say this though. A series doesn't mean anything until you lose your home court. But see, both of them lost their home court. So now the driver's seat is back in Denver's lap. So it's up to them to go ahead and win their home game. So only if Minnesota win the game at home, then Minnesota have a driving edge. But if they can't win this game at home against them, Denver gonna have a great edge. Whoever wins this 5th game is the one who's gonna win the go to the next level. Yep. Whoever wins this 5th game is going to the next level. That's what I believe on that in that series. And I feel like Dallas is going to take this one over quick.
Without question, I think Denver definitely showed the heart of a champion, man.
Yes.
I mean, they could have easily gotten down and rested and made excuses. I think this was a big shot, a big momentum changer. They hit that shot, man, right before that. I think that was just phenomenal. I think that was really the changing of the guard in that game right there. But they showed the true girth of a champion, what a championship is made of. And so you can't count Denver out. I didn't really think that the game was over because I kept saying if they can just go in and get game 3, now you're talking something all together. But the way they was talking after game 2, like you say, the Stephen A's of the world, many others. I mean, even I heard Keyshawn Johnson was talking about it. The mere fact is you gotta give them an opportunity to go play them on their court. Now, of course, if they would have lost game 3, now you're talking about a sweep, or maybe they win one to save face or whatever the case may be. But it would have been very, very difficult for them to come back being 3 down. But they just showed the heart of a champion, man. I think Denver will be a hard out. I think, honestly and truthfully, I got Dallas. As I told y'all before, I had picked Dallas in OKC series 4-1. I'm sticking with that. I said if they win 2, it'll be because they, it'll be a, let's win one. The last game in OKC in front of our home fans, but then we'll close them out in Dallas. But I want us to take care of business, man. Go up 3-1, and don't take these dudes lightly, man. These dudes are still not seasoned. They're young. They still got a ways to go. I think they got a growing team, but we got championship pedigree because even our coach, the head coach, Jason Kidd, he has a championship on his belt. But as it relates to Denver, we're talking about Denver, Minnesota. I just think that Minnesota had the opportunity. They had the opportunity. And I don't think they're going to prevail in this series. I don't think it's over. I think it may just wind up going 7, but that extra game up in Denver, yeah, I'll definitely take Denver in a game 7, man. Definitely, without question.
Right.
Yeah, I will too, if it's a game 7.
If it's game 7, I definitely
the one guy, DA, real quick, I'll say this for Oklahoma City, is Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams, he's the one playing below average of his scoring right now. He's had the one to pick it up. He has the talent. You watch his talent. He got the talent. He don't have the consistency though. So that's what he has to get to, where he's consistent on this level of basketball. And that's why they're young. They're not consistent like they need to be.
Right. That's right.
Well, again, I want to welcome everybody in, man, that's listening to us on the replay. We're live right now. I got Action Jackson with me, Tim Jackson, the hard-hitting free safety from Nebraska, as well as my guy, Daryl Alexander the Great. And I'm your host, The Real Deal Jabril. And we're talking about these sports, man, over the weekend, but we're going to get ready to talk about this culture part of it in just a second, because I saw something, guys, last night, as a matter of fact. Let me bag out of this real quick. And I had to put this up. Because it led me to think, do we have the possibility of Shiloh Sanders quitting football while becoming an actor? And if you don't know what I mean, take a look at this, guys.
Sanders over there? Get the fuck out of here.
Shiloh Sanders made his acting debut on the BMF series portraying no other than his own dad.
Thank you. Prime motherfucking time, baby. What's up? What's going on, dog?
You ain't me. That was not passed down to you.
I ain't took a sip of alcohol day in my life, but looking on them bottles, man. What's your name is?
Big Meech. Man, you did your thing at the World Series.
And at the Falcons, too.
Yeah, that shit was ill, man.
That's what a nigga do on Prime, dog. I've been doing this before the cameras are rolling, man.
Do you believe that?
Yo, look, I'm a big fan, so I gotta ask. How do you do all this?
Let me tell you something, man. You look good, you feel good. And if you feel good, you play good. And if you play good, maybe they gonna pay good. You know that?
He ignorant, y'all. I just want y'all to hear.
Yeah. How you come up with the name Prime Time, though?
Let me tell you something, dog. You can't let everybody know everything about you. Deion's one thing. Prime's a whole nother thing. Football's my wife. Baseball's my side piece. She got a lot of love for me. But just because you got love for the game, don't mean the game gotta love you back, dog.
Fuck Dion.
Some real shit. I'll see you around, dog. Much love, my brother. I'll stop by my spot, Prime Time 21. It's the hottest club in Atlanta.
So this is a...
Oh.
Get the fuck out.
I had to keep Charleston White in there.
I like that mix. I like that mix. That was good.
Oh man. But that's what we're talking about on the culture part of the replay, what we try to make y'all day, man. Young Shiloh Sanders came bust out with his acting debut. That was on the BMF show, man. That 50 Cent have going on Stars last night, man. I kind of heard about it. I didn't know it was going to actually be that episode. But yeah, he came out and represented his dad, man. And I thought he did a real good job first time out the gate. And so if he don't make it in football long term, I can see him being like an Omar Harrick coming out, man, and maybe becoming an actor because he did a good job, man. But what you think about it when y'all saw that, DA?
Where was the acting at? I mean, that's
it's just DA. It's his first time, DA. First time. He ain't never had no acting lessons, no nothing.
Man, to act like Dion, that ain't even acting. All you gotta do is be ghetto and arrogant. That ain't no acting.
That's why you know what? I started to edit out Charleston White, but I left it in there just for DA. I promise you I did. I left it in there just for DA, man. But go ahead, Tim. Go ahead.
He sounds just like his dad. That is acting. You can sound like another person that's acting.
That's your daddy.
Because that's the whole goal.
Like
it is his dad. It ain't a hard act job. Ain't nobody said it was hard. We just said it's acting. That's acting. You act like somebody else who you supposed to be. He did a good job acting just like his dad. He sound like him. He act like him. You know, he moved like him. So he was like him when Dion was in his heyday back in the day when he was doing his thing and acting like that. So yeah, you're right. But he had the movements like Dion, not just a ghetto guy, but a Dion guy. So so it was cool. I saw it this weekend. So I was checking him out. He did a good job of doing his little thing. But he shouldn't quit football.
Well, one thing I know for sure, and two things are certain. Something can sometimes fall in your blood.
Said all that to say he shouldn't quit football.
Hold on. But I'm saying something can sometimes get in your blood and you don't even realize you had a gift for something. Of course, you know, it's his first time out the block. But if you're thinking long term, you know, you had guys like Carl Weathers, who just recently passed. Carl Weathers, who played for the Oakland Raiders back in the day. You know, you got a list of guys who played ball.
You got The Rock.
Huh?
You got The Rock.
Yeah, you got The Rock. I just talked about Omar Harrick, who played Ghost. You know, these guys played, you know, they played ball. So, you know, it may not be his thing right now, but I think to kind of get exposed to it, to kind of get in your blood a little bit, take a few acting classes, man, and during the off season, I think he can definitely, you know, have another career. Even John David, Denzel's son, you know, he played running back around. You know, he made the transition, you know, from the football field onto the screen. So
even Tim Jackson did that.
Huh?
Tim Jackson did it too. He did a short film.
Yeah. Sure. Tim did a short film too. Yeah, he sure did. But I think, like I said, when I saw it last night, he played his dad and did well. He did a good job, man. That was for the coaching part of it, though, man. But I had to leave DA boy, man, Charleston White in there. When I saw that, man, I just hollered. I said, man, Charleston White is just something else, man. You know, he just ain't gonna let him make it. I say, Paul, let me tell you. But listen, guys. Let's go ahead and segue into this other episode, because when I saw this right here, this topic right here, I thought it was you know, it kind of warmed my heart because it was a surprise to the commander, Washington Commanders, and I thought his number would have already been retired by now. But they surprised Darryl Green by retiring his number. He had no idea that his number was going to be retired. So I want to show you guys this.
All right, recording.
Some will say that you've been waiting your entire life for this moment. But those of us who've been in your shoes, we know you haven't been waiting. You've been working. You've been in the gym and on the field, day in and day out, preparing for this moment. It takes so much work just to make it here. But the great ones know that their name being called is only the beginning.
Sean Taylor. Ryan Kerrigan.
To make it here, you need to treat every season like it's your rookie year.
Washington Redskins select Terry McLaurin, wide receiver, Ohio State.
Playing in this city is an honor like no other. These colors demand respect. And to wear this great uniform is something really special. To join the pantheon of legends here, you have to earn it. So remember to always be prepared for the right now moment. That's my old saying. Good luck. We'll be watching.
All right, that was perfect. We actually have a different version. All right. Just the last couple lines are a little different.
That's it right there.
Good.
Of all the players who have donned the burgundy and gold, only a select few have earned the highest honor of having a number retired. And now, one more. Oh my God.
They
Y'all
got
gotta
him.
be kidding me. Oh, what? Y'all are a trip. Oh my God. Oh my, what the what? Man, y'all are really messed up, man. Man, oh my God.
Surprise.
Man, this is too crazy. This is too crazy. Whose idea was this? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna kill somebody.
This is the way we show our love.
I'm humble. I'm grateful. I receive it. I appreciate it. I accept it.
Hey guys, you talking about one of the most classiest guys, man. Former Texas A&I defensive back, Darrell Green. He was a track guy. Nobody really knew who the guy was until he ran down Carl Lewis, actually on the track when he defeated Carl Lewis, and Carl Lewis attended the University of Houston. And then he went and played football and then ran down Tony Dorsett on Monday night with the Washington Redskins at the time. And so you're talking about one of the classiest acts, man, that ever played to lace up a pair of cleats. The guy's always, he's God conscious, man, always been about his business and just been a professional on and off the field. So when I saw this video, man, they dedicated, that retirement thing to him. He didn't know he was getting, as you can see. I just thought that was really, man, heartfelt, man, and something that was long overdue. But TJ, I know you played with the Washington Redskins, not the Commanders, because if you play with the Commanders, your knees, I'm quite sure you'll be giving up too much. But what's your thoughts about Darrell Green, man? They retired number 28, never to be worn by another Washington player.
Oh, man, you don't know how happy and excited I was when you did that. He is one of the most beautiful spirits that I actually ever known. Just a beautiful, kind person, actually. Man, it felt so good. And Todd Bowles along with him, so I know Todd Bowles going to be there right there with him because Todd Bowles is that beautiful spirit as well, too. That guy, both of those guys told me anything I needed, different than when I was in Dallas, anything that I needed help with, they were there for me. He said, Tim, all you got to do is be there. That's one thing that crushes my heart because me leaving there, I was hurt when I made the decision. I made the decision. I was hurt by the decision I made, right? And I made it because of numbers, because being around them. If I did it all over again, I would have went to why. I would have stayed with them for so many different reasons because of just the camaraderie of the team. Man, I had my greatest time in professional sports when I was with Washington. My greatest time was with them. The best camaraderie, the best locker room, the most fun locker room. I mean, we used to. Joe Gibbs used to give money for and help everybody come from who practiced the best, right? $100 bills, he'd pass it out, right? Actually, he'd do it in 20. He'd put 20, 30, 60, 80, 100, goes to.
Right.
And then, everybody would cheer for that person who practiced the best that day. Just little stuff he did, all fun stuff. And he had all kind of little stuff. He gave TVs away, all kind of little fun things that he would do. Laptops and stuff like that, just for fun for the guys to actually have them a goal and make them feel good and feel a part of it. So everybody will actually work hard. Just little things. You guys could buy that themselves. It wasn't about that. It was about them being rewarded for their action and work and their hard work right then and there and not just later on. And so that made it exciting. It made it exciting locker room. Guys practiced hard. Guys helped each other. It was exciting. And Doug Green was the culprit of all of that. His energy was just infectious.
Yeah, and Doug, I could have kept because Doug was there too. Later on, they showed a few of the Washington players, man, and Doug hugged him, man, and I forget the other guy. I know his face, but I couldn't remember his name because they all had on Daryl Green jersey number 28. So there was some guys that was there to support him, stuff like that. But DA, let me cut to you right quick because when you think about Daryl Green, what comes to mind?
Man, what comes to mind is it reminded me of how I missed the days when you could be tough, you could be a hard-hitting killer on the field and still be a good person. You know what I'm saying? It's
right,
like
right,
you could actually be a good dude, but you could go on that field and you could still tear somebody's head off. Like the humility that he had. It's like we need more of that in the league. Like he was, it doesn't stop you from being that player, you know, to be decent. That's what we missing, man. That just reminded me of how players need to go back to just being decent people and stop with the arrogance and just get down to the business of football, have fun, take care of your community, take care of your families, and go home. And it's just funny. It's funny you brought that up. I just late last night, stumbled on some old. Remember when they used to have the superstars?
Yeah, superstars. Yeah,
all the different athletes and have them against each other.
Absolutely.
Man, I watched that dude smoke Herschel Walker. Daryl.
He never lost.
What's the other Woodson dude name?
Rod Woodson.
Rod Woodson.
Rod Woodson fast too.
Lined up against him, man.
Let me tell you what I said a little bit earlier about, you know, when he flashed on the scene, when he went and chased Tony Dorsett down. But I'm gonna tell you guys, if you can ever find the footage of a guy by the name of Ron Brown, who y'all probably remember that he was Olympic. Ron Brown. He played with the Los Angeles Rams at the time. He catches a kickoff, and Daryl Green was on special teams. This was one of the greatest foot races to the end zone that I ever witnessed growing up, man, between two individuals. And when Ron Brown caught it, and he dashed and went and dipped and cut outside, and it was a foot race. Daryl Green, you can see him closing, man. He was coming. And it was like Ron Brown was running. He knew he was on him, man. He was running, and all of a sudden, like the cone was right there. You're talking about inches, man, inches. Ron Brown made it to the end zone, but I'm talking about he reached out and hit the back of his foot, and Ron Jones just fell into the end zone, man. But that was one of the greatest foot races I've seen between two individuals, man, giving chase.
Ron Brown was a 10-1 guy at that time. So, you know, the record was still 9-9 something at that time. He hadn't dipped down.
And he ran the 200.
He ran a 10-1 in the 100 meters. He was fast.
But you know, Daryl Green was still running. I think they clocked him, I think on his 50th birthday, he went out and still ran like a 4.3, bro. They clocked him in the 40. He still ran a 4.3. The guy was just a phenomenal athlete. He was just a phenomenal athlete. He kept himself in shape, man, year round. He was just a phenomenal athlete, man. So, you know, and he wasn't that big as Tim can contest. He wasn't that big. He can testify to that. He wasn't that big in stature, man, but he had a big heart, man, and he was solid and just a class act. Like I said, I had to bring him, talk about Daryl Green, man, retiring to Jersey, because again, I would have thought, not that I keep up with all that, but I would have thought that this guy Jersey would have been hanging in the ground.
Oh, he should have been done, man. He was phenomenal.
That just shows the difference between this new ownership and the Dan Snyder era, because it should have been done in his era.
Should have been done. But I want to welcome again everybody that's watching on, sitting on your couches, in your car, on your device, or whatever. This is the replay where we try to make your day. We are live doing this. Well, we're going to continue to try to grow the channel. So make sure you hit the subscribe, like, and the share button for us. We will greatly appreciate that, guys. So, guys, we're coming up on the last topic of this evening. We want to get into this. And DA, I had some fun with this right here, man, because I know you're going to love this. You're going to love this right here, DA. Not only do we have one team, but there's a possibility we can have
that would have paid
two teams
to update the Chiefs Stadium and build a new stadium for the Royals in downtown Kansas City. Now fans are wondering what comes next. In case you didn't know, the Chiefs started right here as the Dallas Texans. So Mayor Johnson, well, he saw an opportunity. Here's what he tweeted. Welcome home, Dallas Texans, #Cotton Bowl. Social media immediately chimed in on all the action. The Cowboys were catching strays, with one person saying, the Cowboys are so bad, they're just going to start a new team. Hey, but
So DA, I couldn't resist. I just couldn't resist, man. I just couldn't resist.
What DA go on us?
I'm gonna come to you first, DA, because I saw this, right? So the whole thing is they was talking about they trying to get I think an $800 million bond passed or whatever. And you know the Huntsman, they don't want to pay, they want the city to pay for it. So if they don't pay for it, the same way the Kansas City Royals, the Kansas City Kings, excuse me, moved from Kansas City, went to Sacramento, right? Because back then they had Field 4. See, I remember guys like that. I used to watch Field 4 from knee pads, where they moved that organization to Sacramento. Could this happen with the Kansas City Chiefs? I mean, after all, you do have a Cotton Bowl. Dallas Cowboys is over in Arlington now. I mean, this is city. Look at TJ. Go ahead, DA. I got to play it up a little bit, but go ahead, DA. Go on, think about it.
You know what? With all of the transplants here in the DFW these days, I don't think it's that far-fetched to think, for them to do something like, I don't think it's going to happen. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's going to happen, but if it did, it wouldn't really be a bad idea. It's millions of people in the DFW area, and a lot of them ain't from Dallas. So I think a lot of them would probably love to support a Dallas team that's not the Cowboys. You know, a lot of people just won't support the Cowboys, but another Dallas team with Patrick Mahomes on it, man, you have so much red in it.
But let's look at the backdrop to that, because we all know that Patrick Mahomes is from White House. He's from Texas. Then on top of that, if you think about the Raiders, you know, moving to LA one time when the Raiders were still out there, the Rams were still out there, but then they left with St. Louis. But now you got like the Chargers out there. So is it big enough? The state is the biggest state. Is it big enough for two teams? Because you got the Cowboys over in Arlington. That would be real interesting. But I'm gonna tell you something. Jerry Jones would die today if he would have let that happen. I just don't see that.
Yeah, he'll pull out all his political power.
I don't see it, my brother. I don't see it. But it would be very interesting.
Dallas should have been playing in Dallas years ago. You know, if it wasn't for who was that, Tim at Ned Strauss?
Well, they was.
They call her Madam No.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you talking about when
she
Laura
vetoed all that action. They were talking about bringing the Cowboys downtown. And
they're gonna redo the Cotton Bowl and everything. So Laura, Madam Laura
Miller.
The hater.
I just tried. Let me do this right quick, because y'all not listening to me. I said former Mayor Laura Miller is the one who blocked that, and they was buying up properties, doing gentrification with the influx, and she changed her mind. So that's what happened with that situation. And Dallas was supposed to play back in the Cotton Bowl. We all know. I had to tell a guy one time. He said, because he was saying, well, y'all really not the Dallas Cowboys, because the Dallas Cowboys over in Arlington. Or no, it was at the time, it was in Irving. I said, if you know the history of Dallas Cowboys, they actually started in Dallas playing at the Cotton Bowl. We had two teams. Dallas got their team was playing at the Cotton Bowl in 1960. Lamar Hunt decided to move the Dallas Texans. The Dallas Texans, they moved to Kansas City, became the Kansas City Chiefs. So, okay, I said we birthed team the same way with the San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs was the old
Dallas Chaparrals.
The Dallas Chaparral team would move to San Antonio. So we birthed teams here in this city, man. We give teams away. The only one we didn't do what we brought in. Well, we either birth them or we'll buy your team from you, like we did with the Texas Rangers from the Washington General. You know what I mean? We will, the Minnesota Star became the Dallas Star. We will buy you out. In other words, move your franchise. If you don't like what we got to offer, we will buy you out. But go ahead, TJ.
Well, let me say this. You are correct. There is enough room. There are enough people to support two teams in the Metroplex. And you are correct, Jabril. I ain't having it. I'm not having it. It ain't gonna happen. You can't even think about it. I will burn this city down before y'all put another team up in my city, goddamn. He like, what's that show, Dallas? The show Dallas? Yeah, that's Jerry Jones like that dude Dallas. You ain't bringing it up in my city.
But Tim, I'm the
only kahuna, right?
But he 5 cities over trying to burn down Dallas, and he Irving, Arlington, Grand Prairie. He done went further and further away, but he was still trying to burn it down.
There you go, all day long.
Yeah, Jerry not letting that happen, man. I just thought it was interesting. It's a little fodder to play with. I just thought it was interesting when they was talking about this, man. I said, what debate? What are they talking about? It ain't gonna. In Kansas City, the people in Kansas City, they done brought y'all several Super Bowls. If y'all can't go down there and I guess pay the tax bond or whatever they got to vote on, man, to keep your team, then sad on you. But there's a lot of St. Louis probably want a team back. Maybe they become the St. Louis Chiefs. They all up in the same Missouri area, so you never know. So anyway, guys, let's come to this. Cause DA, we come to you, DA. Are you back? Are you back? Are you ready for your fast 60? We're gonna go to DA's fast 60
hey,
right
man,
quick.
Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready.
Stay ready, so you ain't got. Coming up. So DA, what you got for us, man? We ready, man. We ready for you, man.
All right, man. Y'all ready? Let's go. It ain't gonna take long. Let's go. Adidas or Puma?
Adidas.
Puma. After what they did to Kyrie, I'm telling you what they did with Kyrie and Kanye West. Puma.
Puma.
Yeah, Shaq done bought.
Black.
Yeah, Shaq done bought that, so I'm going with Puma, man.
Red or black?
Say it again.
Red or black?
Both.
Red. You only get one, TJ. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I wear them both, man. I'm big red, so I'm gonna take red.
Red is always my favorite color, but I don't have anything in red. That's crazy.
Red's my favorite color anyway.
All right, mine too. Mine too. Wilt or Russell?
Wilt, quick. Not even a question.
Woo.
Put Wilt on that team, replace Wilt, and put him on that Boston team. He never lose.
Yeah, but what about a player's coach though?
Who?
Do you think that Wilt could have went and became a player's coach?
No. No, he too
Bill Russell, man.
for that.
I'm gonna take Bill Russell.
I'm gonna take Wilt, man, because I didn't realize till I watched the documentary that Bill couldn't shoot a lick. I don't know how I missed that, but I'll take Wilt. Tea or lemonade?
Say it again.
Sweet tea
or lemonade?
Oh, tea.
Sweet tea.
There's a whole bunch of teas I drink.
I take some lemonade with a little vanilla extract in it.
Yeah, we got them beat, TJ. We got them beat because if DA only take the lemonade, at least we got herbal tea. We got all Memphis. We got all kinds of tea. We got sleeping time.
It's a billion lemonades in the world today. Where y'all be?
One lemonade. We got all kinds of tea we can drink, man.
One type of lemon. You need lemon or lime. That's it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hank Aaron, Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson.
Hank, man. I'm Hank Aaron.
I'm gonna go with Hank. You saying
I like
Carl Lewis?
Let's go back. Hold on for a second. I want to go back. The reason why I'm saying that is because there was a lot of players in the old major, black baseball Negro league that could have been in his position. Yeah. They just selected Jackie Robinson because he went to the military. He was married. We all know the history, know the story. Hank, to me, was trying to do something. He was going after Babe and had all types of threats and, the whole 9 yards. Y'all recall when he broke the record, white guy that was running around the bases, he was a little nervous, as he was running around the bases because they thought it was somebody that actually came on the field was trying to kill him. But he was running to shake his hand. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. But if you ever see that video clip, that's what Hank Aaron said himself. So I'm gonna take Hank Aaron, man, because he did that. He broke Babe Ruth.
And my counter to that was that you think Hank Aaron got threatened. Think about Jackie Robinson the first, who actually they wanted not only get him, but everybody's on that team. That skin he had to have to handle that situation, man, that is he set the way and changed all of that for everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, I can't take nothing away from Jackie, but I think if you put Josh Gibson, he might have been country and all that stuff.
Oh no, Josh Gibson was the best. You didn't say Josh Gibson, you said those two guys.
Satchel Paige said he still didn't get his due. They he was in his prime. But anyway, this is DA segment. This is fact. Yeah. I'm sorry, DA. He didn't want to go. Go ahead, DA. Go ahead, DA.
Usain Bolt or Carl Lewis?
Carl Lewis.
Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt.
Let me tell you why I say Carl Lewis, because when we used to run 100, I'm gonna tell you, when we used to run 100 sprints in the hot El Paso Sun Bowl, I had Carl Lewis in my mind, so I couldn't fall out with all that equipment on. And he had one of the most I don't think it's a rival. It's a track guy today that had the technique and the stride that this man had. He was just right here with him. Now the rest of them, you know, Michael Johnson, them, they all raggedy when they run.
Right.
Carl was just sweet with it. But anyway,
Michael wasn't raggedy. Michael ran straight like a robot. But go ahead.
Yeah, straight up with sound like. But I'm talking about Carl had knees, high knees.
I know. I'm with you on
had
that.
The sweetest. I can't think of nobody had a better technique than Carl Lewis. But anyway, go ahead.
Usain Bolt was just fast. Woo.
Yeah.
Y'all just basing on y'all basing on speed. I get it. Just
man, I ain't giving no
Who's the fastest? Who's the fastest?
I'm just calling names.
Yeah, I just
Saturday or Sunday.
What's that?
Saturday or Sunday.
Alexander O'Neal. Monday, Wednesday. No, I'm just kidding. No,
Sunday.
I'm gonna take Saturday.
I'm a Sunday dude.
Sunday. I was born on a Sunday.
All right.
I'm taking Saturday.
Sunrise or
Saturday because that's the real sun. That's the real Saturday.
You said sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise or sunset? Well, you know, the sunset has, like in the word of Frankie Beverly, he said that's the golden time of the day when the sun is setting. So let me see, man. I have to say,
say what?
Yeah, what you gonna answer?
That's the golden sunrise. You know what? Sunrise, man. Sunrise.
He said all that did say sunrise.
Sunrise, man. Sunrise, baby. Sunrise. I don't know what I'm saying. Sunrise.
Hey, in the grill, and I would say the best time for us to glaze into the sun to get our vitamin D and actually go and get, you know, to get our third eye is in sunset. You can actually look at the sun better at that time, and your brain and the energy will bring you to your third eye. But that's a whole other subject.
Well, hold on for a second before y'all move forward, because we got the queen with us, man, Miss Peaches Alexander. And Peaches she say Sunday, and she say sunset.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go,
Peaches. You know what? I just simply say sunrise because there's nothing like getting up, man, early in the morning, quiet, no traffic has really started. You know what I mean? When the sun is setting, you still got traffic going on, people still getting home. But the quiet, to see the sun quietly just rise in your mind, that's the most beautiful thing. That's the beautiful horizon. So anyway,
the next one is having tea or your favorite beverage, sitting down at the sunset in the grill, Jamaica, which has don't turn me off.
I gotta turn him off. Because see, I gotta turn him off. I gotta turn him off. Go ahead, DA. It's your fast track 60 seconds. We on it, man.
Man, we on 5 minutes by now. But anyway, Angela Bassett or Regina King?
Angela Bassett. I'm done. That was quick for me.
Woo. Man, I wish you'd put that in a category. Because I would have said Regina King. You talking about all
it's just
around.
Whatever comes to your mind.
I go with Angela Bassett. Boy,
I like Regina King.
I'm going with Regina King. You win. I'm going with Regina King because she directing too, man. She producing, directing.
Color Purple.
Angela Bassett.
Color Purple or Roots?
Roots.
Starback or Bradshaw?
That's easy for me. Starback.
I go with Starback.
I take Bradshaw. Ford or Chevy?
I'll say Ford.
I like the Chevy. All right. Bottom of the ninth. 2 outs. Barry Bonds or Pete Rose?
Barry Bonds.
Shoot. Ain't no even question.
Pete
Rose.
For a hit. You need a hit.
Oh my goodness.
1 yard line for a touchdown. Bo Jackson or Walter Payton?
For a touchdown? Walter, because Walter jump over everybody.
Walter Payton, he going right over the pile.
He going, yeah.
Last second shot. Steph Curry, Robert Horry.
Robert Horry,
because he did it more. Yeah.
Big shot Bob. That was it, fella. That's the last one of the day.
That was it. Okay, this is going to conclude another episode of the replay where we try to make your day. But guys, I want to thank y'all for coming on, man. Once again, man, my brothers, man, they came, they rose, you saw, they delivered. My co-host, not only just my co-host, but my brothers, man. And again, my shout out goes to all of the mothers from yesterday. I stated while we came onto the show, and those of you who do not have your mother, my 2 co-hosts, my brothers, I know they lost their mothers, man. My heart goes out to them, man. So I always try to remember those who no longer have their mothers, but to those who are still living and breathing, man, cherish your mom, treat her right. You know, don't disregard what she's asking you to do, because when it's all said and done and she depart before you, you're gonna miss her. You're going to miss her. I make sure I do my due diligence and check on my mom and make sure she's okay. And it's just a beautiful thing. I lost my father back in 2004. We know Father's Day will be coming up pretty soon, but my mom is still around. As DA know, we grew up on the same street. We just go so far back, man. And she's still in the same cul-de-sac. So big shout out to Miss, I ain't gonna say her first name, I'm just gonna say Louise Wilson. Love my mom to death, man. But who y'all want to shout out to? Like I said,
man, I'm gonna shout out Junior down, DJ Darryl Jr. turned 5 on Mother's Day yesterday. He was born on Mother's Day, and his 5th birthday hit on Mother's Day as well. And so shouting him out.
Who was this again? I missed that. Oh man! All right, big shout out to nephew, man. Yeah, big shout out. Who you shouting out, TJ?
Well, I want to say happy belated birthday to the Junior. Okay, that's the first part I want to make sure I said. The other part is happy Mother's Day to your mother. I know I said it to you, but I want to say it to you right here on the show so she can hear it. Okay, and for me and you, DA, and those who are out there, again, what Jabril said about those cherished ones you have with you and those without. Make sure you understand that your mother is here waiting for you, and when your time of need, she'll be there for you. So make sure you actually there and grateful. So let's make sure we're in our gratefulness, and shout out to all those who understand what gratefulness really means.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, and I'm just gonna close this saying this too, because my youngest son, my last one, I could have put the pictures up. Maybe I'll do it and come back on Thursday, man.
Yeah, I saw y'all on CNN.
He showed up, shout out. And he showed up and showed out. I mean, he really impressed me, man. He did his thing, and I'm so proud of him, man. Getting ready to finally walk, God willing, across the stage. The last of the Mohicans, as they say. And he's already finishing up his early college deal he got with San Jacinto Junior College. But he's looking forward to going to transferring his hours once he completes his associates to the University of Houston. But I'm trying to get him into this modeling thing, y'all. We're gonna be talking about diversifying our portfolio and trying to get to 9 streams of income. So I'm gonna be pushing him, man, and he's getting his real estate license. He's gonna do some other things in business and stuff. We're gonna diversify that portfolio. So his dad is with him. So big shout out to Khalil Amir Rashad. So proud of your son. I'm gonna try to put your picture up, some of the stuff that he did. So, I mean, God has really blessed me, man. My daughter just got her master's. My oldest son is waiting on his master's. I only got 3, y'all. 2 boys, 1 girl. That's all I have. I don't want no more. It's a done deal, done dollar. So anyway, guys, this will conclude another episode of the replay where we try to make your day. Again, y'all, don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, and share button. Tell a friend or tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. We just growing the channel. It's free. It's free. We try to make the best of this, man. And trust me, we're going to be coming with some more cultural insights. I got a lot of stuff I could have actually put up, but we got to complete the NBA playoffs. So bear with us, guys. We hanging up with us. We still going to the channel. We thank y'all for coming on to the replay. And we'll see y'all on Thursday, God willing. Peace and love. And always keep God first.
Love, peace, and joy.